Hello everyone, my name is Unit, and in this video I'm going to be sharing with you guys how to overcome gaming addiction part 2. 9 months back I've shared with you guys the tips and the techniques and the exercises that I used at the time on when I was trying to overcome my gaming addiction. 9 months now, I can say to you I've overcame my gaming addiction. And now, looking back, I can share with you what I learned through the process and also some more tips. And I'm also going to be answering some questions that you guys had in the first video. So, in the first video, I've shared with you many tips. And some of the things that I didn't share were the struggles. The struggles of you're going to, I had this, I'm guilty of this, and a lot of you will also be guilty of this. One day you have a brilliant idea, you're going to delete your account, delete all your characters, delete all the games in your computer, and you sleep on it, you wake up the next morning, the first thing that pops up into your mind is, I want to play games. And then you go through your day, you're at school and all you're thinking about is playing games, trying to fight it. I can't play games, I gotta study, I gotta do this, I have this to accomplish. And now you finish school, you're at work, and all you think about is playing games. And you're at home, and all you think about is playing games, you can't study, and you try to resist, and you resist for a day. You sleep, you wake up the next morning, the first thing that pops up into your head is, I want to play games. And the cycle continues until the cycle breaks and you play games and you lack the self-control in playing. You have an idea of, I'm going to play one game. And because of the lack of self-control, one game turned to a 5 and you're late, you didn't study enough for the test tomorrow. You're late for school, you're late for work, you're late for whatever. Everyone is guilty of this. When you're trying to overcome your gaming addiction, it happens. And this is normal. And this is normal. And here's why. For me personally, as long as I could remember, I've been playing games, and it will be the same for you too. When let's say I started playing games when I was 8 years old, and I realized my addiction when I was 20 years old. I've been playing games for 12 years. To try to cancel a 12 years of bad habit in a day is extremely difficult. It's extremely difficult. For 12 years, playing games every single day was your daily routine. And now, when you realize you built up this bad habit, you cannot just quit this gaming addiction in a day. You can't quit it in a week. You can't quit it in a month. Maybe in a year. For me, I realized my addiction when I was just about turning 20, and now when I'm 21, in about 3 months I'm going to be 22. It took me a year and a half to overcome my gaming addiction. And within that year and a half process, I've done what I told you. I've applied all those processes. I deleted all the games. I woke up the next morning and all I thought about was playing games. And I fall back into it, play excessively, delete it again. And that cycle repeats and repeats and repeats. And one of the things that really flipped the script, that really completely changed the way I do things, one of the things that I didn't share with you in my first video is you can do all the things that I've told you, but you need this one thing. This is one of the biggest things that contributed into me overcoming my gaming addiction. And it is change your focus. You have to change your focus. When you wake up in the morning, the first thing in your mind shouldn't be about gaming. And what helped me change my focus? 10 months back, a month before I made my video, I joined the Navy. Since then, the first thing that I set out to do every single day, the first thing that I set out to do every single day was I'm going to wake up at 5:30 in the morning. By 6 o'clock, I'm going to be at the gym. And by 6 to 7, I'm going to run 5 miles on an empty stomach. Why? Because I am going to be in the Navy. Gaming is not a part of my future. You have to have a set ritual. You have to have a goal that you're striving for. A goal that is so big, that is so strong, that is so massive, that it pulls you away from the negative activity. You have to write down your goal. Your goal, your life. Who do you want to be? I'm going to share with you my personal goal. And it's a long stretch, guys. It's a stretch. For me, a 21-year-old, I have 2 years in community college, going into the Navy. My goal in life is to be in Harvard. My goal in life is to be in the Olympics. My goal in life is to be a business owner, is a CEO. My goal in life is to be a motivational speaker. Those are my goals. Those are what I want to accomplish. And gaming is not a part of my daily life of those goals. So this goal, and I wrote it down. And I made it measurable. I put it in a detailed plan. I wrote it in a step-by-step action. Currently, right now, as I'm making this video, I'm thinking about Harvard. I just watched a video on what it takes to be in Harvard. I just read all of their papers, all of Harvard's papers on what it takes to be a Harvard applicant, what it takes to be a Harvard student. I wrote it down, and I'm going to figure it out, make a step-by-step plan. So after I finish Navy in 5 years, I'm going to apply for Harvard, and I'm going to be ready. So I made my goals. I set high goals, guys, and I made it step-by-step achievable. And that changes your focus, because now you know exactly why you have to quit gaming, and you have a driving force that makes you quit gaming because you see the bigger picture. Gaming is a short-term monetary reward, short-term satisfaction. And when you stop gaming and you really reflect on the day, you realize it doesn't help you in the long run. You're watching this video right now because you realize that there is something wrong with you, that you realize you have some gaming addiction to some degree, and you have to overcome. So you're watching this video, and that's the best tip that I can share with you, is change your focus. And to change your focus, you have to set a goal. You have to set a goal so strong, so big, so measurable, so detailed that you realize this is within your grasp. And some of the questions were, how do I overcome that one game? You know, I've been able to quit multiple games. How do I just quit one game? You know, what do I do when my social circle, my friends are in the game? I don't have a lot of friends in real life. You know, what do I do? And the thing that I can say to you guys is, when you are trying to accomplish something, it requires sacrifice. It requires sacrifice. That's it. It requires sacrifice. You have to be willing to give up some stuff if you want to achieve what it is that you want. If you want to overcome gaming addiction, you have to make some sacrifices. And it's easy for me to say it, right? But that's, for me, Olympic athlete, Harvard graduate, you know, Navy, all that, motivational speaker, I have to sacrifice gaming and everything related to it. Why? Because gaming does not help me in my goal, in my plan, in my future, in what I want to achieve in life. And one of the things that really helped me each and every single day when I woke up in the morning, and there are days when you feel defeated, when you try to stop playing games and you fall back into it and you feel defeated. It happens. It happens to me. It happened to me. And what do you do? How are you supposed to feel? You feel so disappointed in yourself. You kick yourself. What do you do? How are you supposed to feel? Just move on. It happened. Don't kick yourself. It happens. Years of bad habits can't be changed in a week. It's a process. It's a step-by-step process. It's a battle each and every single day to overcome your addiction. Keep that in mind. Don't kick yourself. 12 years, 20 years of bad habits can't be fixed in a week, can't be fixed in a month. It's a process. It takes a year. For me, 12 years took a year and a half to fix. And even now, if I start playing games, I can go for days. But I have self-control. Guys, it's a process. It's a struggle. It's a fight every single day, and you have to commit and recommit every day for your goal, for that driving force that pulls you away from gaming. Thank you guys for watching. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave it in the comment section below. Press that like button. Share this video. Thank you.